Welcome to FCAD Technologies in the continuation of SolidWorks lecture series. In this lecture, we are going to start Sketcher. So as you are seeing, this is my software. I want to start my Sketcher module. So I can go to File, New, or I can press Ctrl N. Otherwise, in the Quick Access toolbar, I am seeing a new option. I can click on New. By any method, I can start new file. Then these are three modules: assembly, drawing, part. Assembly and drawing I will not use right now. I am going to use the Sketcher. So for the Sketcher, as I told you in the previous lecture, for a Sketcher, part, surface, sheet metal, weldment, we always start part module. So we can double click on part. Otherwise, we can click on part, then click on OK. Any method we can use. Before starting any tool, I want to explain you how we use mouse in SolidWorks. For that, I want to create one object. Example. Now you are seeing the object here, and I want zoom in and zoom out. Means I want to increase the size or I want to decrease the size. In this case, as you know, in the mouse we always have three buttons. If I would like to create here one shape of mouse, as you are seeing, we are having three buttons in the mouse. The first one is left. In the middle, you are seeing this is called scroll or middle mouse button, and in the right side you are seeing right button. Left button we use to select menu items, entities or objects, maybe in the graphics area, maybe in the feature manager design tree. Right button we always use to display the context sensitive menus or shortcuts or more functions, but the middle mouse button or scroll we use to zoom in, zoom out, or pan or rotate. How we use, I will show you here. This is my object here, and I want to increase or decrease the size. In this case, you are seeing give position of your mouse. Let's say my mouse is at this position. This is the position of my mouse. I want to rotate into forward side. It is going to zoom out. This is my position. I am going to rotate my middle mouse button or wheel or scroll. I am going to rotate my middle mouse button into backward side. It is my zoom in. You are seeing we are going to increase the size. I want to use here, I can do here, or I can define the position of the mouse, then try to rotate your middle mouse button, then you can increase or decrease the size, or you can say you can zoom in or zoom out. Next, you want to rotate your object. It's called orient. You want orient or your object. Example, I am going to apply one feature here or maybe in the same place. If you want to orient like this to get all the sides of the object, then press middle mouse button, or you can say press your scroll of the mouse or press wheel of the mouse. Any word you can use. Normally we use scroll and middle mouse button. Press, then move your mouse into left, right, up, down. Move your mouse. Then you will orient your object. Apply a feature here. Okay. Then I want to see the back side or the left side, right side of any object. Press middle mouse button, orient it. Move your mouse into left, right, up and down. Then you can orient your object. The third things, if you want to pan your object, pan means you want to move from one place to another place. As you are seeing, this is position of my object. I want to shift into left side or right side, then press Ctrl key from your keyboard, press middle mouse button, then you can shift. It's called pan, P-A-N. I want to move it here like this. So by these methods we can zoom our object, we can orient our object, and we can pan our object. I am going to repeat one more time. Rotate middle mouse button into forward side, it will zoom out, will decrease your size. Rotate backward side, it will zoom in, will increase your size. If you want orient, press middle mouse button, then move your mouse left right side, it will get orientation, or you can say rotation. If you want to pan, press Ctrl key, press middle mouse button, then you can pan. So these are the functions of mouse we will use in SolidWorks, in Sketcher or in part module or in assembly. It is same, it will not change. Okay, now next concept I want to explain about design intent. Before starting any sketch or any modules, we have to focus on the design intent. What is design intent? Design intent determines how you want your model to react as a result of the changes you need to make to the model. We have two things here, the present and the future. If you are going to design any object and you want to make some changes in the future, how it will react, that is much important. Example, okay, this is my rectangle, and in this rectangle I want to create two circles, one in left side, one in right side, and as per my design they should have same distance from the center, from the origin, as we are seeing here. This is the concept of my design intent, one example that I want to take for my future. I can click on both objects and I want to apply equal, apply dimensional constraints, it's, let's say 20. What I'm doing, applying distance from here to here, this is also my 20, and applying distance again from here to here, this is also my 20, this is my equal distance. And as I'm saying this is 100, so I can apply one distance from here to here, this is my 50. Okay, and I want to apply one more distance from here to here, this is my 30, this is also okay. Objects can still move. This is my object. I have applied all the dimensions and black color showing fully defined constraints. Then we can exit and apply the feature. What was my future need? This distance should be equal. As I apply here, this was my 20 and this should be 20. Whatever value I can put here, it should be 20 and 20. In the future, I want to make any changes. I am going to apply this 20 to 30 like this, and then rebuild. As you are seeing, this distance is going to change, this distance is different. Same from mid, you are having different value here, different value here. So this design can be fail in the future as per your requirement. What was your requirement? Your requirement was distance from left and right should be same, and distance from center should be same. It was the future requirement. But when you apply the constraints, you apply the relations to your object, that is not going to fulfill the future requirement. For this purpose, we apply the constraints or relations that will not change your future requirement. As per design, it was okay because I apply all the constraints, dimensional and geometrical. It was fully defined sketch. But as per future requirement, as per design intent, it is a wrong design, because it is not going to fulfill the desired of my future. If I will change any value, it's 20, can be, let's say 10, and I can change both of the values. I can rebuild to update. It can differ, the entire object, entire design can change. That is not the requirement of the future. So how we will apply the constraints? I can go to sketch and edit. As we apply here this dimensions, I will not apply dimension each places. If I am going to change this 100 value, it can change. Let's say example, make it 120. What is going on there? Entire design is going to change. So this relations I will not apply in this way. I will apply in another way. How? It is my 50. I will not apply 50 here. I will apply symmetric constraints here. Select one line, select second object, then center line. Apply symmetric. Okay. Then this 30 I will not apply here. I will again apply symmetric constraints. This line, press Control, second object, second line, then your reference line. Oh, sorry, not equal. Symmetric constraints. Okay. Same, you are seeing the distance between the circles. I will not apply 30 here or this 10 here. I will apply symmetric between these two objects. Apply symmetric, then okay. This 10 I will keep here, and this 10 I can make it 20. I can change anytime. So object is same. I just change my relations. These relations will not disturb the design of my future. Whenever I want to make any changes, let's see, I'm going to exit. Now I want to make any changes here. This 120 I want to make here only 80, and try to see the rebuild to update to object. You are maintaining the same distance from the holes from the left side and right side and in between itself. This 20 should be 15. This 60 should be 50, and it should be 100. This 15 should be 30, and then okay. So it is clear now. This is the only concept how your object will react in the future. As per the requirement, you will apply the relations. Let's delete the object. I think mouse clear and my design intent concept also clear. Now we are going to start how to start the sketch. To start the sketcher or to create any sketch in the SolidWorks, first we have to select the reference. Normally we have three types of reference. First, 0 directional, 1 directional, 2 directional. Point is your zero directional reference, as I can make here. This is my point. This we can use for the reference purpose. This is not having any direction. It is called zero directional. Second is a line or axis. It is called one directional reference, and the third is my plane. It is called two directional reference. You are seeing from the figure, it is very clear. Point don't have any direction. A line or axis having only one direction, and rectangle is having two direction. If you want to create any sketch, you need a two directional reference like plane or planar surface. If I want to create any sketch, first I need to select plane or planar surface. It is two directional reference. On this reference I can create my sketch. So normally, as if you are seeing like AutoCAD, in the AutoCAD you by default have the plane is called XY plane, but in modeling softwares by default we don't have any reference. Reference means plane or planar surface. In the beginning I don't have any planar surface, so I can select only my plane. To select the planes, we are seeing three planes in my feature manager design tree: front plane, top plane and right plane, and then origin. Select a plane, then click on the sketch. We can select here directly or go to drop down, then select on this sketch. Same next plane, I can go to select my sketch tool. If you want to show planes permanently, right now planes are not visible permanent. When you will create a sketch, it will visible. When you will exit, it will invisible or it will hide. But I want to show permanent, then I can select here all my planes, right click, and I can click on the show, or click here to hide, but hide we are not using, it is already hide to show. If you want to show one by one, right click here, click on show, right click here, click on show. If you want to hide, same, I can right click, I can hide, or we can hide in one time, right click, I can hide. I want to show my planes, so I can click left mouse button, drag it. I have select all the planes in one time. I can right click, then I can show all my planes. Now your all reference are visible all time. You will not get confusion. It is totally depend on user. I will not suggest you can show or you can hide. It is your own personal choice. I can select my plane. You are seeing the context toolbar. I can directly click on the sketch. Otherwise, I can right click on the plane. Options will visible here. Otherwise, I can select on the plane. I can click on the sketch tool. Click on the sketch. Your planes will come by default normal to your direction or perpendicular to your direction. I can create any sketch here. This is my sketch. If you want to exit from a sketch, you can right click, click on select. Otherwise, press escape key from keyboard. I am going to press escape. Again escape, exit from the tool. Again use tool. It is my circle. I want to create my circle here. I want to exit, press escape. So any method we can use. Select tool, create to object here, then right click, click on select to exit. Whatever tool you are selecting in SolidWorks, it will work continuously until you will not press escape or you will not exit. One circle, then second circle, then third circle, then fourth circle. Like I can create it multiple times. It will not exit by default. In some softwares, what happens when you create one circle, tool exit automatically. It don't work in SolidWorks. If you want to exit, you have to press escape key from your keyboard or right click of your mouse, then click on the select, then you can exit only. I have created multiple sketches here. I don't want have many, so I want to delete some sketch. To delete, I can directly pick your object. I can select, then press delete key from keyboard. Otherwise, I can right click on the object. I can use delete option to delete. In the selection, we have two more methods. One method I am going to select directly from here, and the second method, I can click left mouse button, then move your mouse. Same like AutoCAD. If you know AutoCAD, same like AutoCAD, like this. But I am not able to select. It works like when the entire object will come inside this blue area, you can select the object. Or from right to left is a green color, or it can touch, it can select the object like this. It works same like AutoCAD. I want to select these two objects, I can select like this. I want to select these objects, I can select like this. If this area is going to touch any object, that object can come under selection. If you will use from left to right side, then entire object should come in this area, then you can select. If it will touch, you can not select, like this. I was clicking here, but by chance I select the plane, so you can be confused. I'm going to explain here. In SolidWorks, you can move the position of the plane anywhere. I can select my plane. I can always remember it will move in his position. As you are seeing, this is my plane. You cannot move it in this direction and in this direction. You cannot move this plane. It can move in this direction only, in his reference position, because it is always plane have the infinite area. So I can click anywhere. I can just move it anywhere like this. Click and then move. One more thing in SolidWorks, when you will make the object, plane will change their size automatically. So no need to be confused. Plane, you can anytime you can increase the size or you can decrease the size. Select, click here. I can increase or decrease the size. So I hope we will not be confused about the sizes and the positions of the planes. I orient my object like this. I am still in the sketcher. How to identify I am in the sketcher? You are seeing in the upper left corner, seeing exit sketch, not the sketch. In the upper right corner, we are seeing two options: to accept your sketch and to cancel your sketch. Two options are here: to accept your sketch and to cancel your sketch. In the upper left corner, exit sketch is showing. That means we are inside the sketch. And one more thing, your sketches, your objects are visible in the blue color or black color. When we will apply the fully defined constraints, your object will be in the black color. Right now I did not apply the constraints, it will show in the blue color. So I am in the sketcher, I am going to orient, but if you want to create something here again, you have to come in the normal to view. Normal to means if I am going to create something here to looking like ellipse. Let's example here, I am going to create something looking like ellipse, but it is circle. We are going to view in the side, not from the directly front. So in that case, we can go to normal to comes perpendicular to your direction. If you orient your object anytime and you want come to perpendicular to your selected plane or planar surface, I have selected this plane to create object, and always I will come perpendicular to this plane only. So the first method, I can click here, normal to, or you are seeing the short key Control 8. I can use from keyboard also Control 8 to normal to. You can change direction from Control plus 8. You can come in the normal to view. Now this is my one sketch, and if you want to exit from a sketch, So two buttons are here in the upper right corner. First accept and second cancel. If you will click on this cross icon, you will cancel whatever you have created, that will disappear. But I won't accept. I can click on this button and exit from the sketcher. This is my sketch. So you are seeing the color here, it is my gray color, and there is no option in the upper right corner, and in the sketch is showing the sketch. And sketch will come in your feature manager design tree. Now on this sketch you can apply any feature. I want to edit any sketch. Anytime I can right click on the sketch here. I will go to edit sketch option. Same things I can do from the feature manager design tree. Right click, click on the edit sketch. If you want to hide sketch, I can click here to hide sketch. Sketch will be here, but you cannot see. Right click again, show my sketch. I am going to edit something. Right click, edit, and it is not in the normal to view. The first step, I will change it into normal to view. I can click here, or I can press Ctrl+8. I want to create one more circle here in the same center. I want to exit from tool. Right click, click on select. I want to exit from sketch. Click on accept button. If you want to delete one circle from here, this circle from inside, I cannot delete from here. I will right click, I will delete the entire sketch like this. But I won't delete only one circle. If you are having multiple entities in one sketcher, so first you have to edit your sketch, then you can delete. If you want to delete entire, then directly I can delete from here. Right click, delete, or same things. Right click, then delete. But I won't delete only one circle from inside. I can right click, click on the edit sketch. In the sketcher, select, then delete. Means if you will create something in the sketcher, you will delete in the sketcher only. Sometimes we have the dimensions. It should be, let's say, 50. Okay, and then accept. So dimensions also you cannot see when you are not in the sketcher. I am outside of the sketcher in the normal view. Planes are too big, I can decrease the size. If planes disturb you, you can hide your planes. I don't want. This is my sketch, I can see. My sketch is okay, having dimensions and everything. In this view, you cannot see the dimension. If you want to see, double click here, you can get it. But you are inside the sketcher. Exit. So this was the small overview of the sketcher mouse design intent. I hope everything is clear. If you are having any doubt or any problem, always write in the bottom of the video in the comment section. We will revert in few hours. Otherwise, if you are having more problems, we will always come live online to explain you anything you want to learn. Thank you so much.